Hello, everybody. Well, there's a lot going on the internet, and I was working this week doing other things, so I didn't have a chance to address any of it. But I had time to check some stuff out this morning, and let's talk about it. So, first and foremost, I'd like to apologize to, not apologize, I'd like to address Anne's crap chat, I think it's called, and her friend Michael. Um, I that was not me you were talking to. I don't know who that was. I can take some guesses, but it's just going to be guesses. Um, I'm always so careful about what I say on the internet. I'm not, I'm just going to say it. It's drunk Dur's crew fucking around with you, if anything. That's the only thing. That's the only people I could see that would use me in any way. But anyway, so I want to address a bit of that. First of all, if drunk Dur's lips are moving, drunk Dur's lying. It's as simple as that. There's nothing that that woman says that is ever true. And drunk Dur runs with a pack of trolls. Let me see, who are they? Rhonda Davis, Bobby Kay, Jenny Rhodes, and Robin. And Robin and they're the ones that do all the trolling for her, and then they tell her tell her what they see or what they say. And quite often Dar's too drunk to remember half of it, so she repeats the wrong thing. So I'll give you a good example of that. Michael Morgan is not my husband. As a matter of fact, Ann, I'm 67. I'm your age. Michael Morgan and Kathy are in their late 50s. The other thing that she's really focused on lately is talking about Kathy's breasts. Well, let me tell you the truth about that because I was actually there that night. There's a channel called LC's, and it's a bunch of extremely vulgar, drunk men, in that channel, and a few women. And Dar's one of the panel pigs there. What Dar doesn't realize is they make fun of her. And she loves it. She goes up on that panel and she tries to pretend that they love her, and LC loves her, and she's one of the boys, which is absolutely false. They make fun of her. So last night, or the other night, was it last night or the night before? Oh, when all that shit was going on, and it was the one that you reacted to. After she did the video you showed, she went over to LC's show, and those guys were absolutely hammered. And they had her up on panel, and they were showing one of those cop cam videos. They had an old woman in a muumuu, who the cops were arresting for, I think, drunk driving. And the woman shit in the middle of a road. Well, Dar was up on panel, and they were calling her an old bitch and an old hag and saying, "Hey, Dar, you shouldn't be out drinking and driving." They were comparing her to this woman. And then she was a little offended by it. So she went back and started her next video by saying that LC and his guys were a bunch of pigs. So but she didn't have any problem when LC gave her the subs that she has to reach 1,000, had to reach 1,000. So LC is okay, was okay. That room hasn't changed whatsoever. But until Darlene realized that she was being made a fool of. And they really gave her shit. Well, then now they're all pigs. So you're not the only channel she talks shitty about. She talks shitty about everybody. Now the other thing about that is like that channel is like a dive bar. Easy. It only comes on late at night, and when it comes on, it doesn't stay up. Nothing that happens stays up. So when there's no video of anything that goes on in that because LC has had all his channels taken down. He's been trying to get started on other platforms. That's been taken down because he breaks every rule there is. And I think his latest one is under his wife's name. But anyway, that is where the so-called flashing that Kathy Morgan did happened. And I seen it. I happened to be watching that night. Now that is what happened was basically no different than being in Florida and seeing a wet t-shirt contest. And Drunk Durr is running around, exaggerating and lying, and making it out to be that Kathy, was this horrible person with horrible saggy breasts, and that's not true. 57 years old or 58, that woman had really nice breasts. And Dar shouldn't be talking about anybody's breasts because let's face it, can't even find hers. I think they're under her arms. So, that's just what I wanted to say about that. So there's more lies. I could go on for, hours and hours and hours about this woman lying. Now, the stuff that I sent to her, that there was a video that later on last night or whatever, and she had me on the phone and she was going back and forth and dancing and she was really hammered. Well, and she had my videos on the phone. Now, I know I can report her for that. I'm not stupid. I just don't because I can't be bothered. She just loves the attention. She loves me. This woman has an obsession with me. First of all, the two videos that she played, even though she was verbally trying to give the impression that they were terrible and awful, they were not terrible and awful videos. They were Christmas songs. And they weren't sent to her. So again, more lying and more making up bullshit. See, the reason Drunk Dar keeps talking about myself and Michael Morgan like we're together, which we are not. I live in London, Ontario, Canada. He lives in Virginia. Is because without us, she has no content. And in the last year, I have been really busy because my daughter came home from Texas. She lived in Texas. And I have a brand new grandson. And she's trying to establish herself here. So I've been busy doing that, helping her babysit and get back to work and, like grandmas do. So I've been kind of busy doing that and I haven't had time to play with her. I'll tell you the truth about myself. Chuck and I owned a cremation business. Chuck sold it about 10 years ago. We are well past retirement age. And Chuck does nothing but walk the dog and enjoy life. And I work about 20 hours a week for a large corporation in between their different stores, doing various different things. And I do that because if I didn't, I'd sit on a couch and become a couch potato. I know what I'm like. So that's pretty much all about what I look like or what I'm all about. How I got started with Drunk Dur, it's real simple. She started talking shit about me, and I tried talking to her in her channel, and she blocked me. But then after she blocked me, she continued talking shit about me. So I let it go on for a while, and then I just said enough's enough, and I started my own channel. At that point, Darlene didn't know what to do because Darlene, her saying she's only been doing this for 4 years, Darlene has been trying to get monetized on a platform on the internet for 12 years. And it's always the same thing. I drink my wine out of a fancy glass. It's always bullshit, gossip. But anyway, so make a long story short, I didn't draw first blood. She did. I sat back, hoped it would quit, and it didn't. And I thought, all right, let's roll. And I said, you want to play games? Let's play games. And obviously, after messing with me for a few years, she's a little on the fucked up, traumatized side. That's basically, to make a long story short. Who's there? Michael, I did not attack you in your room. If you would have been listening to me. Is that Michael with the T? Do I have things on delay? Oh, okay. I just got done telling you, talking about that, Michael. If you're the Michael with the T, because I did go over to your channel. That was not me. And I'm sorry that happened to you, but that was not me. It was very possibly, I don't know who it was, but I just think it's Drunk Dur trying to drum up business. Her channel's tanked. Oh, I don't know you either, Michael. I'll be honest. I'm going to be flat out honest. The only time on YouTube that I've ever run across you was my partner. I've been with the same guy for 30 years. He was into Glitter Queen for a while. And one day he said to me, oh, you got to watch this Glitter Queen shit. It's like Darlene's twin sister. So I took a look at it. And your T avatar, I think it was up on the screen. That's the only way I know you, if that's the same Michael I'm talking to. Well, I don't know how Dar would have come. Well, she is. Barb is like Dar's twin sister without alcohol. I don't, and yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you. I can only apologize for that. But it's, and I did watch you on Anne's show here recently, and you seem like a perfectly nice man. So I don't know. To me, see, without myself and without Michael Morgan, Dar has no content. I can't stand Barb either. We think she's a joke. And we can't stand Darlene. She's a joke. She's Drunk Dur. She's not Darlene. We think she's a joke too. Like we're viewers. So anyway, so what happened with Darlene and me is you can watch this after I'm done doing it, but when she started messing with me, I told her, don't fuck with me. And she did. Well, she fucked around and found out I have amazing video skills. And if I want to make my point, I can do it. Well, I have no issues with you at all. I don't know you. So you'll see videos that used to be 3 hours long that are down to like 15 minutes because she was so damn drunk in them. But there's some hilarious shit. And the person who has that, if you want to do reactions to it, is Michael Morgan's page, which I'll put links to all that on if you like. Yeah, I know, Janet. She cannot, and I haven't been on. Well, I haven't been on, and I haven't been involved in it at all. Like I said, I just don't have time. Like I've been really busy. Now, if I have time, I might get back into it, but I just don't have it right now. And but no, she's something else. She lies about my appearance. So her and her trolls. When you go on my page, that's what I look like. Those pictures are all me in my 40s and 50s and late 50s. I don't have one of my 60s. But for years, I did a live show. And then her and her trolls, all they did was take my pictures and distort them because they're jealous. They did that for 3 years. And they want me to go back and do lives. Janet knows what I look like. I'm not fat. I'm not skinny. I'm in between. I'm in my late 60s, almost 70s. So I'm getting up there in age. I look like a norm. I'm still healthy. I don't have diabetes. I don't have alcohol, drug problems, whatever. I smoke. Big fucking deal. And I don't have problems with anybody that drinks and I do not drink boxed wine. That's hilarious. Not that I have anything against boxed wine. I mean, if somebody, okay, I felt bad for Dara a couple of months ago. Then I realized she was a drunken mess. Well, yeah, she's, yes, Michael, she is. Now imagine if you were me or Michael Morgan or Kathy, every time she mentions our name, anybody that's listening to this, if you were one of us, every time she mentions one of our names, you put your name in it and ask yourself, could you keep your composure like I do? It can be hard. It used to be really hard at times. Now I'm just so damn used to it, I don't care. Yeah, thank you, Janet. Dar is a nasty, mean drunk. Well, join the company eventually does, Michael. Um, See, people always say to me, Cindy, like, why don't you feel sorry for her? Well, I'll tell you what I think. I believe Dar is bipolar, untreated, unmedicated. I believe she's an alcoholic. But I also know drunk Dar knows right from wrong. And I feel, and that Marty she's married to, I got videos where Marty's telling her to get off YouTube or he's going to fucking divorce her. Darlene wants me to put up another channel where I go after her. And you can ask Janet, they're fucking funny, some of my videos, so that she's got something to rag about. And I'm not doing it. Not because I don't think it's funny or whatever. YouTube's, it's like the Wild West, but I just don't have time right now. So when Ann said, Michael, when Ann said that I go low, please tell her this. She's absolutely right. But I never draw first blood. That would be, I never would. I'll wait. Somebody will, I will call, I'll wait. You know the shit you get in your held review box? Well, you know, trolls like to use that, right? Well, I'll wait and I'll wait and I'll wait and I'll figure out who that person is. And then when I have enough, then I'll come out and do a video, and then they lose their shit. And then then Dar's trolls will gang up on you. And Dar's trolls are cancel culture. They want to fucking, anybody that doesn't agree with their point of view, they want to cancel them out. But the only thing is Dar's made such an ass of herself that there's too many people to cancel anymore. Because there's so many channels that oh, hi, she's a rainbow. How's it going? Oh, I want to talk to you about the Lord Byron stuff. There's so many channels anymore that that dislike her and do reaction videos on her, that she can't shut them all down. And they're not doing them because she's funny. They're doing them because she's a friggin' ass clown. She's a rainbow. I can't believe you can walk to that. The Hellfire Club. Oh my gosh. I know, I've read all about the Hellfire Club. As a matter of fact, after you posted that, I've been watching all sorts of documentaries on it again. It always makes me laugh. You know, you see all these videos out now and they're English aristocrats and they're trying to be so good and so nice. And they talk about their history and they talk about, you know, how they got all the good they did for humanity. But the one thing they never talk about is the Hellfire Club. So I'm going to email one and say, hey, talk about the Hell Club. I want to hear about it. Like right now, there's this one called Aristocratic American, I think. She married a Lord Sandwich. Lord's the heir to the sandwich title. And she's got a big YouTube show and she plays it out to be like like how wonderful they are. Well, something to do with the Hellfire Club, Lord Sandwich back in the day, marrying a maid, had 9 kids with her, and then a priest who was madly in love with this woman ended up killing her and committing suicide in Hitchingbrook Castle. Yeah, we are image to the dark stuff. Well, Michael, after I'm done with this, I'll show you the videos to watch. Or you can find Michael Morgan's channel, and he's got it's called Chatty Cathy, or I don't know what name he's under these days. He's got every single video she ever did in the last 3 years. Well, and you know, okay, another thing, Michael, they go on and on about I'm not a nurse. I am a nurse. I'm an office nurse. I was an office nurse. But I'm not going to discuss that on YouTube. And any person with half a brain would understand why. But I have been retired for many years, like years. So that's another thing they lie about. So I'm going to tell you what's going on. All the burping and the acid reflux. You want to know what that is, you guys? That's her liver. Her liver is fatty and not functioning properly, and that's the big sign of it. Now, if she stopped drinking, livers are amazing. That liver would totally regenerate itself, but she's not going to stop drinking. Well, I'll tell you what, she's a rainbow. If I won the lottery, I'd go buy that damn thing and live there. I just loved it. Ireland. And I can't, so what's the weather like there? She's Rainbow. We are freezing here. Oh, and the other thing, Michael, I don't live on a reservation. I live in London, Ontario, Canada. You can look it up. And I am half First Nations by birth. So because of that, I have what they call a status card, which makes me First Nations or North American, or there's a whole bunch of shit into that. And Dar is racist. She's just, you ought to see the video where she was drunk. She was so drunk and telling everybody that she lost her job at Dollar Tree because she wasn't black enough. Those are her words. The club was bought in 1735 by Parsons and dabbled in the black arts. Yeah, well, I imagine they did a lot more there. Lot. I bet you. Oh, I bet you people were killed there. Everything else. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you're going back 4 years when she did that. Hi, Ann. How are you? So, yeah, and there's other Hellfire clubs too, but that one is really spooky looking because it's on the front of a caves. About what happened, and it took me a few days because I'm still working here or there to get back to anybody, and I wanted to see everything. So I thought I would come out and I do this for you. That was not me. I'm sorry that happened to you, but you can go over it and see what I've said in this live. The account that came up on my panel was attacking me. Well, if I don't care if you're gay or not, but I don't have an. I'm Canadian. I like everybody. You know what I always say when someone brings up stuff like that, Michael? I say, I don't care who is fucking who, as long as they're not fucking me. Well, I'm glad. And yeah, she totally, and I got to see the video. I mean, you're a bitch, you're a bitch now. I don't know what you did to her, but, and I'm telling you, Barberry used to frequent one of my old channels. That person is a very nice person. She got no business talking about Barberry like that. And I loved how you shut her down when she said, basically told you to boot Bearberry. Oh, well, it's snowing, it's freezing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that person at all. She used to frequent my channels a lot. And I don't even, she's just nice. I even liked her name. And the only thing I've ever said about her, Barberry, sorry, is I think I told her I loved her name because I do have some Barberry scarves and things like that. Other than that, that's it. The huge protest here. The council wants to turn it into a tourist area. Chop down centuries old tree. Oh no, I should win the lottery. They should sell it to me and you and I can hang out. It's a hunting lodge, sex and gambling. Yeah, that's what they were. You're right. You're right. And they had another one it was an old monastery where monks lived. And it was built in the 12th century. And Henry VIII, of course, when he abolished all that, it was left vacant. And they made that into another one of the Hellfire clubs. Oh, she's a rainbow. You and I could just talk forever. Ever. Because you and I have a lot of the same interests. I love history. Love it. But anyway, if you have any more questions, Michael, you or Anne wish to ask me about things, or I would be more than willing to tell you. Drunk Dar is a mess, an absolute mess. She is not a nice person. She never has been a nice person. She didn't start bullying. We didn't cyber bully her. We gave her as good as she gave us. Michael Morgan and Kathy Morgan and myself do not work together. We barely know each other. We are just two people. There's so many people that went after her. There's been Delray Beach, Gumdrop Mama. Oh, and by the way, Gumdrop Mama is one of the people that called the cops on her, and she'll tell you. Michael Morgan called the cops on her. He'll tell it. But I did not call the cops on her. She's lying. Well, I was telling Michael where to go look. I'll try to give you a better idea. I'm actually just sitting on the couch, just yakking with you guys. No, she's Rainbow. I should win the lottery and buy it, and we can be neighbors. That's all lies. All of it is lies. She decided she was gonna fuck with me, and she fucked around and found out. She kept taking my channels down, thinking I really cared. Well, I'm not in it for the money. I have a channel that is monetized, but that's not these channels. And I kept telling her and her trolls, I don't care if you take me down. I'll just do another channel, come right back. And they wouldn't listen to me. And so they spent 3 years, and a couple of them got really sick because they were so focused on it. It traumatized them. And I got busy with Evan, and I've got my other channel. And now the closest person I am on here to is Matt. And if you ever were on my channels or followed my channels, you'll know who Matt is. And coincidentally, he happens to be a gay man, which is funny, which is weird. He's a very wonderful man. He's had a partner for many years. They have a beautiful home in Mississippi. Yeah, no problem, Michael. And thanks for coming in. I'm going to go. I'll sub to you guys when I get off here. But I'm just going to let everybody go and get on with my day. And Drunk Dirk, because I know you're listening, fuck you, you drunk. Anyway, everybody else have a great Saturday.